replacement train bus between Box Hill and Camberwell fades into the distance, but not fading is the insistent bird song tones of the local wildlife, the local native birds. So you can see we're at the replacement train bus stop. It's somewhere between 6 and 6:30 this morning. This is Canterbury Road, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you all a personal walking tour with commentary. Now you're in for it. From the replacement train bus stop up Windsor Crescent, up Windsor Crescent to Lorne Parade, and it's going to be a little bit non-stop. I was just checking behind me. I thought someone was behind me, but you can see the activity even from here at this intersection of Union Road and Canterbury Road at this time of the morning. And if you want an office, go talk to the chaps at Fitzroy's Commercial Real Estate, the rental team, and they'll sort you out with a good commercial lease in the old Surrey Lodge. And coming through the frame right now, not one, but 2 B doubles. So it looks like old Waterman's on the money. So just have a look at these chaps. And the beauty of being out early in the morning is old Waterman we can pretty much do what we want within reason. And the reason I am happy to do this manoeuvre is because I'm lit up like a safety Christmas tree. I got the high vis orange glowing work shirt with the reflector band. I'm standing safely in the lane for the approaching traffic. And hello to you. And that's not a bad view for a Saturday morning, as we're standing outside Waterman's Pharmacy. They specialise. Waterman's Pharmacy, very pleasant pharmaceutical retailers, staff and owner to chat to. We had a chat to them just as the shutdown was about to happen. Now, from behind the camera, another B double who was lurking. He was lurking in the shadows of Union Road. He's going to park at Red Rooster, and he's got his indicator on. He's going to do a right-hand turn at Albuquerque, so that's where we're going. But we're going to head to the car park of Surrey Lodge, and that is possibly one of the shuttle buses. Can't see the logo in this light. And at the best of times, pulling off this manoeuvre, crossing Canterbury Road in this location, it's just, don't do it. Don't do it. For the kids watching at home, don't do it. Now that's Waterman's Pharmacy there on the left, and the B double is going to come through, and there's a man of the rails coming through behind me. All good? Yeah, I'll swing around so I don't catch you. Yeah, because I don't like filming people. It's not fair. Thanks for your help though. And that was another set of impressive dreadlocks on that gentleman, and an American. Now we're living in such a weird world these days. Now, if you've been with Project Waterman, you'll know that we've been to this location before. I don't even know. I didn't even talk to him, as you heard. I don't even know what accent he had. So we can't do any presentation from this spot. We've been here before. If you've been with Project Waterman and having a look at the, you know, the presentation footage that's been uploaded already to our investor relations platform, and Wes, I know you're watching snippets footage on the intranet. We are in the car park of Surrey Lodge, looking down on the car park and the stock of wood that's going to be used this winter by the customers of Angelo's wood business, but also it's a very clever Angelo's has got a very clever business strategy where he's got three types of services, and one is Peugeot servicing, one is the wood, and one is hire cars for $30 a day according to the material. And just as I was turning around the car park, there was an LXRA chap, or a Psychon civil construction chap, as we just head into Peppercorn Place, in between who's on the left is X-Golf, the ultimate indoor golf experience. Not my cup of tea, if I'm going to be honest. If you're going to swing a golf club, let's just go outside. And if you're going to go outside to swing a golf club, can I just recommend Albert Park Public Golf Course, home of the Australian Formula 1 Grand Prix, which is coming up. Is it this weekend or next weekend? It'd have to be this weekend, wouldn't it? They'd want to get in before the first round of the AFL season. GM's really looking forward to Wednesday night, Richmond Carlton, MCG, under lights. It's got nothing on level crossing removal activity. So we're just gonna stroll, because it's interesting seeing Surrey Hills at this time of day. You can hear the bird song. Those birds, they get up very early, of course, and boy, do they go off. We've captured the sounds there. I don't know what species it is. It could be, it might not be. It might be parakeets. We've got a lot of parakeets in Blackburn. So we're just turning into Windsor Crescent, and what you'll see a lot of chaps closing down their night shift. They'll be heading back to Crew Central, and we'll probably pass a few. They'll stop at the cafe on the corner. He's doing a roaring trade, which is pretty smart business. And we're going up Windsor Parade, Windsor Crescent. God, Crescent, Parade, Place, Street, Road, Boulevard. I mean, they're just bits of earth with bitumen on them. As we're going to pass the replacement, we're going to pass the sadly dormant and shut down stop, the 766, which goes to Burwood. And you have to catch that service divided into two parts. One, the Box Hill 766 runs from Box Hill Station to come on, Waterman, where does it stop? It stops at the shuttle bus stop in Mont Road, and you have to pick it up again outside Wartnall's pharmacy. No wonder they're so happy. People haven't got a choice, they've got to stand outside the pharmacy. But while they're waiting for their bus, they can see if they want some special compound chemicals made up especially by the cheery business owner and his assistant. I went in to introduce myself. Just a little community anecdote of goodwill that I was trying to spread. Old Waterman went in, introduced myself, just to let them know that there might be a camera passing by, a bit like the Quarter King Caractacus, just passing by every so often. And you can see the green crane. He might have laid down a lot of public transport infrastructure items over the last week, but he's still needed. As we pass the intersection of Windsor Crescent and what's the name of the street? Come on, Waterman. You're not on the ball. So yeah, just went inside to introduce myself. Just out of being polite and professional. Bit of common courtesy doesn't go astray these days, given all the angst the last few years, and we all know what that's been. There's no need to bang that drum again. We all know, so there's no need. You don't need Waterman banging on about that. There's the new Union Station. You might be able to pick up the dedicated walkway for safety for the chaps there. Now I'm just going to stop and prop, because there is, as well as that and that and all this, that there was just a local tramping behind me at a fairly decent pace, I have to say. And hello to you. Won't film him. You know the score. We don't do that. He's a local. As we just look west down Windsor Crescent towards Union Road, and that building that was put there. Now I've got to be careful because there's new things popping up all the time, and because I don't make a practice of running up to the fence when I'm not supposed to with the camera. And hello to our partners at Sony. They'll be thrilled that old Waterman's weapon of choice for shooting footage is a Sony camera. So we didn't have this camera back in Blackburn, but just going back to those buildings before I forget, there was a big signals installation in the year and a half before these works got underway, as part of the Victorian government's committed itself to installing and upgrading traffic signals that will allow speedier arrivals and departures for trains through the stations. And why not? And probably some would say about time. So various people going about their business. Whoop. And we'll just pass the traffic crew. That is a bigger than usual truck full of equipment at the corner of Lorne Parade.
We apologise for any inconvenience caused.
There's replacement buses between Box Hill and Camberwell.
Good morning, stakeholders. It's Waterman. Now, didn't I tell you that the Churchill Cafe was up for auction? If you didn't believe me, you should have. Hi, chaps. I just wanted to make sure I stop while you're walking down because it's not fair.
As long as we're looking sharp.
Well, you look sharp to me, that's for sure. That's those chaps. A couple of jolly fellows. But they're not stopping for a coffee at the Churchill Cafe today. I'm not recording your voice or anything. Waterman, some transport consultant. Come with me, we'll start right now. And if you need any more questions, my name's Waterman. Back to business.
We apologise for any inconvenience caused.
And Windsor Crescent, so we're going to chuck a left here. And just respectfully not filming our colleagues on traffic control at that intersection, because they'll be clocking off at 7 o'clock, and that's not actually one of our colleagues. That's just a local, possibly out for his morning walk. And the reason it's okay, from my point of view, I know I'm not breaking my own rules. He's a fair distance in front, and from behind we can't identify him, and that's how we go about things. So, just briefly, that is the new Union Station right there. I won't zoom in because you might have heard me say before. The zoom, the older Zoom and Nelson, that really chews up the battery. So you'll be, hopefully, if you've been with Project Waterman for a while, over the journey, over the last, well, we're entering our 5th week of non-stop coverage of these works, and last night we emerged drooling out of this laneway into Lorne Parade. That laneway goes up to Leopold, and that's the dawn sky behind that garage. But you can see the effect, and I'll try not to film these people's houses out of respect, just catch the roofs. You'll see the lights, the light from these rigs, that these chaps can do their job 24 hours a day, so that they can get through this work as quickly as possible. These all-night shifts that these guys pull in order to get out of this area as quickly as possible. Now, I mean, yeah, it's not as easy as that, obviously, but it's all for a purpose. And part of the story that these pictures tell, the story that I want to tell you, the investors and interested community members, as we're about halfway up Lorne Parade, and that's the picture tells the story. We've been up here a few times, and I'm approaching the site of last night's professional embarrassment. And yeah, I'm pretty embarrassed. So let me just catch my breath. Let me just get a handle on the visuals that I see in front of me, so I can describe them to you, and pretend that I didn't have a reserve battery in my pocket as usual, and that I didn't embarrass myself in such a public way, and I haven't been home to bed and had some fish done in a wok, put on cheese in a burger. That was a pretty good dinner. That cheered me up. And as I take in the view immediately behind me, and a couple of our LXRA colleagues